Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Efrain Rodriguez Jr. Show. In today's episode, we are gonna mix it up with three different ones that it's really important to have our opinion in this show about this situation. Actually, the first one I'm gonna start with you today. And before I start, did you subscribe to the channel? Did you hit the like button? And also, did you share it to your friends and family? Here in Puerto Rico, this is very important. And today we are outside of Puerto Rico for most of the time. Actually, all three news are from outside. The first one is from the newspaper First Hour, Primera Hora. Thousands participate in march in favor of abortion rights in the United States. The activists continue to express their opposition to the possible annulment of the Roe versus Wade by the federal court. Thousands of abortion rights supporters took to the street in cities across the United States on Saturday to express their outrage that the Supreme Court may soon overturn the ruling that legislate abortion across the country and their fears about what that could mean for women's reproductive choices. We spoke about this before. You pretty much know what is my point in all this, especially when they said about the reproductive choices of the women. Listen, whatever you want to do to your body, I'm okay with it. You know, if you don't want to kill you, if you don't want to kill yourself, and then I will say, hey, don't do that. After you're gone, it's no way back. Oh, that's a good point. Because what they doing to another individual inside of them, that's what it is. After they take this life out, there's no way back. You know, and this is bad. And we could just go back and forward. I'm being so like really outspoken, even in TikTok, to the really, really crazy ones that somehow they say, can you elaborate? And I'm like, whoa, I didn't went to college for that. But you know, when it becomes to life, it's very simple. When it comes to biology, it's very simple to simple people like me to try to explain this to everybody. So I try to offend you. Whatever position you have in this, I respect it. That's what the overturn is doing. It's giving it back to the states. It's not that there's gonna be no abortion free on demand in all the United States of America. And if you hear about the senator from New York that tries to pass something to codify Roe versus Wade, and but you know, Manson was saying this senator was like, no, what they're trying to do is like really expand it. And listen, if you want to go to that battle and die in that hill, go for it, you know. But it's time that on the Constitution, the person that we have there to do that job really go and over this and just overturn it, because this was done from the top down. Take it, and since that moment, 1973, we have 61 million less life living around us. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. So the next that we are gonna talk today is, oh, a second. Oh, we are gonna talk about this guy on the baseball, Yadier Molina. You know what Yadier Molina did? Took it out of the park. Yadier Molina surpasses my Piazza. And I'm a Mets fan. I've been a Mets fan even. You know what is year over year going to watch the game and lose every most of the games? and the series from 2005 to, oh my god, I was like 6 years in a row that we were so bad. It's okay. Now they're doing pretty good. I heard. I'm not like following like I used to when I go to my home in Habestro and just go and do do the, sorry about the camera. It's just kind of freeze on me from time to time. Sit down with my beers, enjoy the game. Believe me, I love watching. I got this from my dad, and my dad was a fanatic of the Mets, big time. But in this case, we was talking about San Luis. Yadier Molina surpasses Mike Piazza among the receivers with the most uncatchables in history. The Puerto Rican reached 2,128 hits in his career and surpasses the Hall of Famers as the sixth catcher with the most hits in the history of the major leagues. This is big. There is, from the abortion to this news, this is something to celebrate in Puerto Rico and throughout. Even, going to get that many hits, it's not easy, especially when you get balls going 90 miles per hour. It's not easy. The last that we are gonna talk today, it's a sad news, and it's about a little girl. 3-year-old little girl dies in an exorcist ritual. I'm gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna come back. The events occurred in a small church. A 25-year-old woman was charged by the Santa Clara County Prosecutor Office in the state of California for the death of the 3-year-old daughter in what the authority described as the disturbing exorcist ritual that took place in the small church in the city of San Jose. Prosecutors Rebecca Wise highlighted that in the case document that the young woman, her little girl was possessed by the demons, so she decided to take her to the temple to pray with her. According to the Hill Portal, the woman told the authority that her daughter got up regularly at night and began to scream and cry. Although the events occurred in September of last year, it was not until February that the accused, identified as Claudia Elisa Hernandez, was accused of assaulting a minor and causes serious bodily harm, for which she is under investigation. When the investigation is being carried out, legal proceedings against him. Santa Clara Public Ministry maintains that the mother strangled the minor in a seminary ceremony in which one of her uncles and her victim's grandfather, who is the leader of the religious congregations, and claims that the certified pastor was also present. Yes, it's like talking about religion. Sorry, I don't know how informed you are about the exorcism. Since Jesus sent the 72, he gave that power to them. And remember, sometimes when he just come around and there were some spirits that, couldn't just leave the body, and the people were like, what is going on? And even Jesus said, there's some of them that you had to fast and pray in order to do that. When I was in New York, I saw so many different kind of things. It's crazy. In those circles of prayers. Because there were some people that used to go there and they were demonically possessed. And I know that there's some people that study and they go into, you know, the proceeding of doing this kind of rituals. This in our church, the Catholic Church, is a power that was done to the bishops. And that's why in our church, when it comes to this kind of rituals and stuff like that, it goes by this chain of command, this channel to do this kind of things. And when I see this, that, it's not there, but they look like they were trying to hide something, and we're using this in order to kind of pretend that she died of whatever. It's sad, but at the same time, there is a religious, battle, because there's certain things that we don't see that are evil, and they just can go inside a person and do this kind of things. In this case, it is sad because it was a 3-year-old girl that it went through pain for 12 hours, and reality, end up losing her life. We gotta be aware of these things. If you are in a situation that something like this come up to you, there are channels, there are priests that really study this kind of things, because this should not be done by any amateur in any type of different church. And if it's this case, it's not the Catholic Church. So it's hard, but it happens. It happens, and it happens a lot. Appreciate that you are supporting this channel. We are going to come back over and over every single day with a new story. And today we just kind of went out and went to California, went to San Diego, and the last time we went through the abortionist parades in March against the overturning of Roe versus Wade. So thank you so much again for being with us. Like, share, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. Remember, here is a bilingual channel, and we bring the content in Spanish and English, 80% English. Even that David, my son, told me, man, your English is getting pretty good looking. So I might raise the bar a little bit. I'm just going to ask him what percentage, because I don't want to go crazy on it yet. It's kind of sighted. All right, guys, I'll see you back tomorrow. God bless you. And remember, Sunday, we got to go to church. Take care. God bless. From Palma Sola, Villalba, Puerto Rico, your host, Efrain Rodriguez Jr. in Efrain Rodriguez Jr. Show.